Welcome back. All right, so just the one game in the National Hockey League tonight. So there's some news at the bottom of the board for all you fine people on the internet as well. We will start with the news. Yeah, I'm going to do it backwards. I'm going to read from the bottom of the board first. Ryan Hartman, 48 hours to appeal the 10-game suspension that was handed down to him by the Department of Player Safety today. He forfeits $487,804.90 if the 10-game suspension holds. And remember, that appeal would go straight to Gary Bettman, and then Bettman could overrule it, drop the suspension down, which would reduce how much money he loses. But it's a lot of money, and it was a pretty brutal. I mean, they call it roughing, but I guess you don't really have a word for, ramming your head into the ice kind of thing. So, yeah, dangerous play, and yeah, Hartman's got 48 hours to appeal it. I think he probably does, because otherwise you're losing $500,000, and that doesn't change if you decide to appeal and you lose the appeal. Bad news for the Islanders. Barzal is out indefinitely, so the Islanders have dragged themselves back into the playoff hunt, but losing Barzal is going to negatively impact that. Mayfield is out as well, but that's seen as day-to-day. So the Islanders are going to be shorthanded here. We'll see how everything goes. Barzal, I don't think this is the first time he's been injured this season either, so hopefully he's, it's indefinite, but hopefully that 2-week break means he misses a lot less time than otherwise he would. And hopefully he's back before the playoffs and can help the Islanders at least get close. We shall see. In tonight's game between Ottawa and Nashville, Roman Josi became the all-time leading games played player. There's a better way to put that. He became the all-time leader in games played for the Nashville Predators. There you go. That's better. 957th game. So, yeah, Yossi's had a nice long career with Nashville and plenty of games remaining. Not enough, though, for him to get to 1,000 this year. He'll get to 1,000 next season, and I can pretty much guarantee he's still going to be a member of the Nashville Preds next season. So, let's get into tonight's game. It was Forsberg at one end and Saros at the other. It's always mildly confusing that the goaltender's Forsberg, and there's, of course, Philip Forsberg on the Nashville Predators. The teams trade early turnovers. I'm going to be honest, the first period was a little bit boring. So there's a press by Nashville at a minute and a half. Pretty quiet start, not a lot of flow, a lot of whistles. Gravel has a point shot that's blocked out. The shots are one apiece at 3.5 minutes. The Sens press, they're kept to the outside. Marchessault has a wrister, that's held. Tkachuk has a net drive that's saved. Ottawa presses at 8 minutes. We get a post for Perron. Shots are 3 apiece at the half. Wilsby has a net drive chance that's saved. LaRue has a net feed. That gets picked off. The Sens press with 7 minutes left. Hinostroza couldn't bury one in close. He was prominent tonight. I like seeing Vinny at the NHL level. Prominent. Hopefully he starts getting the puck to go into the net. At least make it difficult when they want to send him down. Batherson's denied on a net drive. Ottawa draws a power play. There's an early clear. The Sens cycle. Saros holds there. There's some pushing. And then the question was whether or not he held the puck out of the net. And the puck went in before the whistle. The call on the ice is no goal for goalie interference. So it's reviewed, and they say no goal. Then the Sens challenge it, because they were reviewing to see if there was a continuation that could be argued here where the puck went in the net, and they said no. And the review, that challenge of what had already been reviewed, took a long time. And I'm going to go ahead and ballpark that between the initial review and then the challenge and the review that followed that, it had to be almost 10 minutes. It went on for a while. So that is definitely the kind of thing that I'm talking about with the NHL needs to have these really tightened up and shortened down as much as possible because it hurts the flow of the game. But at any rate, it's still no goal, so that pulls Ottawa off the power play, and it becomes a minute and 1 second of 4-on-4 play. Marchessault was a slot shot that saved during the brief power play for Nashville. Everything gets killed off there. The Sens press in the final minute, and with 1.1 seconds left, Ottawa gets a power play. So that rolls over into the second period. No scoring in the first. The rest of the game, a little more lively than the first period. The Sens cycle, Giroux's denied. The Preds clear. Power plays killed off. 2 shots on net during that. Stamkos is denied after. Forsberg holds there. Nashville presses at 3 minutes. There was a penalty that was being called, and it's rescinded because the player in the box was tripped by his own player, to which the player that was tripped said no. But the way that the referee described it too, I was like, "What happened?" It wasn't the first time either that I saw a call on the ice that the referee's talking about. That I'm like, "What?" Like I maybe it's nerves. I don't know. Anyways, At 3:59 on a net drive, Philip Forsberg opens the scoring. He goes 5-hole. Yossi and Hinostroza with the assist. So Hinostroza with an assist there. The Sens look to respond. Things are pushed in a hole by Saros. The Sens go back to the power play. There's an early clear. Another shorthanded Willsby fast break gets saved. That power play's killed off. Nashville presses after. Forsberg's denied there. The Sens press at 7.5 minutes. Hamonic has a rush chance that's blocked. Shots are 9-8 for Ottawa at the 9.5 minute mark. And at the 10 minute mark, so exactly the halfway mark of the game, Ottawa gets on the board. Gaudette roofs one in close. Stützle with the assist. And then at 13:04, Sanderson puts one through a screen from the point. Highmore and Zub with the assists. Ottawa has their first lead of the game at 2-1. The Sens then press for another. Giroux gets denied. Things are pushed on a hold by Saros. There's a press by Nashville with 2.5 minutes left. With 12.2 seconds left, Nashville gets power play. So it's 2-1 for Ottawa after 2. Third period, Nashville sets up. Stamkos is denied. They cycle. And then at 47 seconds, Marchessault buries a wrister from the slot. O'Reilly and Forsberg with the assists. The Preds then press for the lead. The Sens draw a power play. They cycle. Puck's cleared out. More cycling. Nashville blocks. They clear. That power play's killed off. Just one shot on net for Ottawa there. The Sens press at 4.5 minutes. The shots are 3-2 Ottawa at 5.5 minutes. And it's 6:17 on a face-off win. Pinto buries a rebound. Gaudette and Shabbat with the assist. So Gaudette with a goal and an assist. He's eating up again. And yeah, so off the face-off win, it looked like a set play. Nyquist to Forsberg. There's a near miss at the Ottawa net. Pressed by Nashville at 9 minutes. We get a power play for Ottawa. Leroux protests badly there. And then there's a shorthanded rush by McCarron. The fans call when the referee does not for a Nashville player shorthanded being tripped. I'm not sure why they didn't call it, but the referee is immediately told that he sucks. Was it Wes McCauley that was on this one? Because they mentioned Wes McCauley, and I thought, it's not Wes McCauley, is it? But anyways, so the referee's informed that he sucks, and while they're chanting about how the referee sucks for what they saw as a missed call, and the replays I saw, it definitely looked like there was a trip there. Just being honest. But yeah, Perron scores as they chant. It was a cross-crease pass that actually deflects in off the Nashville defender. Tkachuk and Zub with the assists at 14:06. So now Nashville, the players are livid. The fans are livid. The ref "you suck" chant begins again because of course it does. Yeah, it was kind of ugly. This is a game that yeah. Anyways, and I put it's Wes McCauley because I heard them talking about Wes McCauley. I'm like, so it's Wes McCauley then that didn't make a call there? Because when I'm hearing a referee stumbling through penalty calls and he tells me what did or didn't happen, and I'm like, what? Like he said, oh, the guy tripped on his own stick. I'm like, what? But anyways, so they pull the goalie with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left, and at 17:09, Ridley Gregg hits the empty net, which makes Nashville fans more upset. Tkachuk with the assist there. So Ottawa with a 5-2 win. Lost amidst all of this is Ottawa really solidifies their spot in third place in the division. They are trying to chase down second place, of course. They're 29-20-4 on the season. Another loss for Nashville, 18-27-7. So that's 5 wins in a row for Ottawa, 5 losses in a row for Nashville. And if you're a Nashville fan, odds are you're not happy. I would love to know if the NHL is going to let us know, because the NHL released an explanation for why the goal that Ottawa fans thought should have counted and Travis Green thought should have counted didn't. So I wonder, does the NHL come out with, well, here's why there wasn't a trip called there? I think they should. I think that level of transparency would be nice. I just don't think it's going to happen. So after the empty netter, the Preds look to respond, but they're down by 3 and it's a 5-2 win. Shots on net, 8 apiece in the first, 22-12 Ottawa in the second, 8 apiece in the third. Final shots, 38-28 for Ottawa. The Sens go 1 for 5 on the power play. Nashville 1 for 2. The hits, 28-20 for Nashville. Forsberg, 25 saves on 27 shots. Lost in the midst of all this, Anton Forsberg had a good game. Saros, 33 saves on 37 shots at the other end. So, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support as always. I will talk to you again soon.